What's going on, everybody? It's me, Vince, and I'm back with part 2 of our video tutorial. The other day I made a video about how to add spikes to your jacket and some other things, but right now I'm going to show you what I did with the jacket and also how to fray a denim vest or denim jacket. So here's the jacket from yesterday. Now I'm going to make a link below in the video earlier about how to do this, and I'm going to actually show you right now how to do it. So what you will need is to get a denim jacket like this, or any other denim jacket. It can be baggier, it can be form-fitted, it just depends on what type of look you want to make or whatever. Also, if you want to cut off the sleeves to turn this into a vest, you can do so also. Now, what you will need, again, is spikes. You can go to eBay, or you can search online to get spikes as well. Also, what you will need is studs. You can go on eBay and online also to get studs, pyramid studs. I would recommend, again, a trustworthy website. And also, this is supposed to be inexpensive. The point of inexpensive things is not to spend a fortune on it. So places like eBay, you can get like a 20 bag full of spikes or studs, anywhere between $3 to maybe $10. And it will probably vary on size. If you want something more expensive, you can do that as well, but this is supposed to be inexpensive to help you save money. I got this denim jacket for $5 at a thrift store. You can go to a thrift store and find one probably in between $10, $20. Make that your limit. Don't go and spend, you know, $50 to $100 on a denim jacket. If you have it like that, that's fine, but this is supposed to show you how to make something that's really awesome for cheap. So I started yesterday on the back of the shoulders, because I wanted, you know, to add my spikes to the shoulders. So you can make it any type of, you know, make it look any type of way you want to. The point of making something personal is so it fits you. You don't want to go out and replicate something that someone already made, because it's not personal, it's not for you. So yeah, so I'm going to show you how to apply some studs, pyramid studs, to the shoulders, which I did on the jacket. So I use old belts. Now, with the old belt, you want to take a butter knife or a pair of scissors. I have an old butter knife that I've been using for years for this, so it's kind of old. On the back of an old belt, studded belt, you take the little spikes and you want to flare them up. Do it gently. I've done this before, so I know what I'm doing, but you don't want to do it too rough, because you can do it so rough to the point where you knock the spikes off the back of the pyramid, and when you get it off, it will look like this. The spikes will stick upward. You want them to stick up, so if you knock them off, you're not going to be able to apply them to a jacket. So I already started this halfway. I know you guys don't want to sit through a video and watch me do this whole thing, because that will take forever. So I got it to the point where it's almost finished so you guys can see. So I'm going to apply this stud on, and I want mine to be on the shoulder, on the seam of it, the hem. So I put it on the top where I want it in place carefully. Then I flip it over to the back, and when you flip the jacket inside out and see the inside, you can see the position of where the spikes are going to come through, and you just use your fingers with pressure to push it through. Now the thing is, these spikes are kind of sharp, and I've cut my fingers before doing this, so you don't want to use your fingers. You want to use a flat object that's sharp, metal, not too sharp, because a butter knife is not going to cut you. So don't get a sharp ass knife trying to do this and, you know, you fuck up your hand or something. Get something that's not sharp, like a butter knife. And you take the pyramids that are sticking up, and you push them downward as far as it can go to the seam of your jacket so that they don't come off. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. And apply some pressure, some elbow grease. And you can play around with it to make sure that the position is correct. And to make sure that the position is correct, I need to fix my position. And you can fix it, like if you make a mistake with studs, it's totally different than spikes. When you put the spikes in, you have to be very careful because you want to make sure you have enough space, because if you mess up on a spike, you're going to have a hole in your jacket and it's not going to look cool. Studs don't leave big holes, just, you know, they're not big, so you can always maneuver it into another slot and come through like I just did. And like so, push it back down. You don't want to make too many mistakes, because after a while, if you keep making mistakes and you keep, you know, flipping up and down, what will happen is they will become weak, the spikes on the other side that you apply these with, and you won't be able to use them because they will fall off. So I'm doing it again, a couple of them, just to get them off here, like this. And I'm applying them again. So find the position that I wanted, just a little bit of space in between so they're not connected and they don't, you know, bump into each other. I want them to look like they're side by side. So that's the idea of what I want for my jacket. You can make your jacket look any type of way you want. This is just what I prefer for mine. So I take it and I push it down with the butter knife. And there we go. I didn't do too much fraying, but also you will need a razor. I've been using this razor for years as well, for jackets, jeans, any type of denim object. And if you want to add some, you know, slashes and, you know, fray the jacket, I'll show you how to do that. I did a vest before, and I'm gonna show you after I finish this. So this is a time-consuming and fun project that you can do. Arts and crafts is something that's very fun for me, and, you know, making clothes and all types of stuff. And it also, like, once you finish it and it looks awesome and you're out and people are like, oh my gosh, where did you get that? Where did you buy it from? And it feels so great to say, I made it myself, you know? And yeah, it's very personable. So again, I'm doing this. And it's almost finished. I don't want to, you know, bore you guys with this tediousness, but I thought I would show you more of how you apply these to give you an idea of what it will look like when you do it, rather. So I got another one. The spikes are sticking up. And I am going to find the space in between. And when you get towards the bottom of the hem of a denim jacket and you're trying to apply these to the shoulders or to, you know, a certain area, sometimes you might not have enough space, which is fine. Just make sure that you map it out so you have enough space left over to where it's not a huge gap of space towards the end if you're trying to do what I'm doing. And see, I have a butter knife. If this was a sharp knife and I just did that, I would have like sliced my hand open. So it's all about being careful and using objects that are not going to hurt you. Again, using a spike from this old belt. And if you want to buy a belt and you don't have any studded belts, you can go to Hot Topic, you can go to Spencer's. At malls, sometimes they have kiosks that sell studded belts. And you can just buy them, and it's cheaper than going out sometimes and getting metal studs, or even, you know, if you don't want to wait for them to come in the mail on eBay, because sometimes it takes forever, you can just go out to the mall, purchase you a belt or wherever, and use them. Also, some thrift stores, this is thrift store here, that carry studded belts too. They have studded belts there. So I stick it through and push it. And when you're making stuff like this, you don't have to worry about being so perfect. And see, I got it all the way down. It's a little space, like I say, it's always going to be like a little slight space, and that's fine. You just don't want a huge gap towards the end. And you flip it inside out and you can see how this is done. Now with the spikes, I showed you the other day how you could get these on here. Basically, you take your scissors, carefully open them. And scissors are sharp. These aren't too sharp. These are just, you know, some regular scissors. And you want to poke a slight hole in it. Now you want to be careful, go like this in this motion to get the hole to show through. You take a spike out, you know, and put the screw through the back and it'll come out this way. And you take the screw and you screw it in. You can use a screwdriver too, but I don't recommend screwdrivers because with your fingers, if you're strong enough, you will screw these on tight enough. They're not going anywhere. You know, they kind of just lock in there. And this is all I wanted for this jacket. I didn't want it to look too, you know, bedazzled. I just wanted it to have a different look, and I'll put it on so you can see how it turns out. And when I wear this, I want the collar to be up like this, and you can see how the shoulders look on each side. And I'll turn around to the back some so you can see how it just kind of like pokes out, and it looks really awesome. So yeah, and you can pair this up with any way you want it to look. Everyone has their own personal style, so I can't sit up here and tell you how you should wear your jean jacket, but it turned out awesome, don't you think, guys? So yeah, now this is another jacket I've made before. This was an old Levi's jacket that I had, and it was too small. The sleeves came up because I've had it for a while. So what I did is I frayed certain parts like the pockets, and I frayed it and, you know, added some rips to it. So what you do to fray is you basically take your razor and you want to run across it like this. Away from your face. Don't do this towards your face. Just fray across it, and it'll create these, you know, little rips or whatnot. It's not going to turn out like this because I've washed this or whatever. Also, if you want to add your rips to your jacket to give it this vintage, you know, like holy look, rip it first, wash it, you know, and you can pour a little bleach on it so it can be wider in the spots where you ripped it. Just drip the bleach only in that specific area. You don't need that much bleach because if you mess up, you're going to add like a huge bleach stain in your jacket and it's going to look crazy. So just drip it in the area where you ripped it at. And wash it, then apply your studs. These are bigger pyramid studs that I had from another belt. And I put them on the shoulders, and I also put them on the back part right here. And I cut the sleeves off. And you can see as I washed it, you can see that the sleeves started to fray and turned out how it looked. So again, wash it first, then add your studs, because you don't want to keep washing these with these on it because sometimes they might fall off if you keep doing that. But if they're applied correctly and you did a good job, because I've watched this before with the studs on it, you can do that too. But just so you don't have to go through all that, wash it first, so you know, or whatnot. So this is basically how you fray it with your razor, and also your pair of scissors to cut the sleeves off to turn it into a vest. So yeah, I'll be back with more videos. I also make glasses. If you want me to make something for you, just contact me on my YouTube page. Subscribe. Add me on Twitter at Black Jesus, and that's with 3 underscores in between Black and Jesus. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out, guys.